In this portion of the video, I'll show you how to create custom properties for predefined tasked categories and types. You'll see that I go into the equipment setup, I select types. In the categories I've already created prefab, in the types I've already created patient restroom. Doing this allows us to add these custom properties such as I do here, architectural room numbers. For each type of or each category of equipment, you can add its own custom properties. In order to upload an Excel matrix of equipment, we must first download a sample template. On the sample template, we will be able to see all the predefined fields which we can fill out for each equipment type. Barcode numbers can also be filled in here, as well as custom fields which we defined for asset category in the previous portion of the video. We can also attach a location path to each piece of equipment, status, barcode number. So you see here that we'll upload 15 pod restrooms with the type patient restroom. Importing is a function that can be done by anyone. It does not necessarily have to be done by someone with administrative rights. So we have successfully uploaded 15 patient pod restrooms with all the fields that we filled out in the Excel file. The final step towards setting up our project for the use of equipment is to add a checklist which can then be linked to each piece of equipment. You can see that adding checklists is a function that can only be completed by a project administrator. Uploading a checklist is as quick as importing an Excel file. For the purpose of this exercise, I have uploaded a sample checklist. So once it's uploaded, we can select the My Sample Checklist. Here you can add custom properties such as signature fields or any information that you want to be added to the header of the checklist. Now that we've imported our checklist, we can return to the equipment module. We can select all of our patient restrooms using the filter. So in order to quickly link a checklist, we just select all of the equipment and select link checklists. Once all of the equipment is highlighted, we can view a full list of all the checklists in our library. Select the appropriate checklist for those pieces of equipment. Now the checklist will be able to be quickly added from the field on the iPad app. So selecting one of these pieces of equipment, you can see that we can add the checklist, we can modify the checklist. Also remember that we can add multiple checklists to any piece of equipment. The portion at the top is called the header. That is also customizable in the checklist. We can add any information that we wish to be input at the top. You can also see that with that piece of equipment, you can quickly add issues. And these issues will always be associated to that piece of equipment, but are transmitted and created the same way that an issue is made in the issue module. Having effectively set up our project to use equipment, we can now see how we can use the BIM 360 Field app to continue editing the sets of equipment that we upload. Here you will see we have successfully synced our iPad and are now able to view all the equipment that we imported via Excel to the equipment module. For use in the field, the barcode scanner is a quick way to identify pieces of equipment. In this case, you will see that the barcode associated with that piece of equipment was for Pod 101. The type is still the prefab patient restroom that we created at the beginning of this video. Along with the predefined fields such as status, location, serial number, etc., you'll see that we are able to view and edit the custom fields that we defined at the beginning of this project. Along with modifying these fields, we can also conduct checklists. You'll see that we have the My Sample checklist that we linked, able to be created and modified. We can continue to create issues or view issues associated with that piece of equipment, add photographs, create comments, and even attach tasks, all which will be bundled and associated to our single piece of equipment.